I've seen about 50 movies that released in 2025, and some of them I have some pretty big nitpicks for. Some of them ruined the whole movie, some of them didn't. So I'm going to go through most of the movies that I have nitpicks for, my problems with each of them. Let's start with One Battle After Another. Spoilers ahead. So my I just rewatched this like the other day, and the nitpick still stays. Is that Lockjaw was given a happy ending, essentially. I'm going to call it a happy ending. Obviously, he didn't get what he wanted by any means, but he wanted to be a member of the Christmas Adventure, and he died believing he was one. You know, they couldn't have just let him die. They only brought him back just to put him in his office, and he died with a smile on his face. So this didn't ruin the movie by any means. But yeah, just a little nitpick. Let's go with the Smashing Machine next. My nitpick with this is Mark Kerr cameo. Okay? Not really spoiler, but the ending scene is Mark Kerr, who Dwayne Johnson plays in the movie. It's him. You know, I don't remember if he was playing himself, but that's how you finish off the movie. Like, a little too on the nose for me. Let's go with weapons and spoilers ahead. Yeah, so going into this movie, all I knew was the basic log line, you know, so huge event, you know, like I was excited to see how the mystery would be solved, and this nitpick didn't ruin the movie. Just the idea of this being the solution was a little disappointing. It was that it was just voodoo, it was magic, you know, she's a witch, which is the easy answer to me, you know. If all those kids were leaving, they could have had something interesting, and, you know, a guy like Zach Kroger can maybe think of that, but not me. Still a great movie. Could have been better with a better ending. Let's go with, I'm going to go with Bugonia next. Spoilers ahead. This one's not as big of a gripe, and it doesn't even, like, it doesn't have a scratch on the movie, you know. The movie's still great, but I didn't like the alien outfits, man. It was just too much. They were doing a little too much. Next, Eddington. This is a pretty big nitpick. Spoilers ahead. They should have ended the movie 20 minutes earlier. After that big fight scene, and the kid recording it, and he like swiped up, that should have been it. You know, I didn't have to see Joaquin Phoenix's junk. You know, I didn't have to see what went on with after. I mean, it was a good ending, but if it had you could check my review for Eddington when the movie came out, but yeah, could have been better. Could have been the best movie of the year. It's probably like still top 5, but you know. Let's go with Hamnet. No spoilers here, but this very small nitpick. I think the pacing could have been a little better towards the first act. Sinners. Spoilers ahead. This is for the ending scene. Personally, I enjoy it when a movie ends and the credits roll. I don't like it when they intercut the scene with the credits, but that's not my nitpick at all. My nitpick is the fits they were wearing when they came back, when Michael B. Jordan and Haley Steinfeld came back. I don't remember if that was Smoke or Stack, but when they came back in the 80s, they were like, we get it's the 80s based on what they're wearing, you know, but we're not that dumb, you know. Could have used context clues. They were wearing the most stereotypical 80s outfits ever. Like, let's see, what are we gonna do next? Let's do Wake Up Dead Man. This is my biggest gripe of the video. This ruined the movie for me. Spoilers ahead, maybe, but yeah, it's that we didn't get enough time to spend with each of the suspects, right? So it wasn't a murder mystery. It was just a story of faith, which is fine. But for this to be a Knives Out movie, and I didn't care about the suspects. Like, it's not like I'm like, oh, who did it? I'm like, no, it's probably Glenn Close because she's the only character we got screen time with. You know, in my review, that's practically all I talked about. You know, the movie's shot beautifully. Could have been a top 10 movie of the year for me, but it's not. And you'll see my list when you come out soon. 28 years later, I just watched this for the first time a few weeks back. Small gripe. I didn't like that they ended with sequel setup with Jack O'Connell, the Jimmies. But, you know, if you're going to do sequel setup, I think that's the way to go. Just the way they did it. I haven't seen The Bone Temple yet. I'm going to see it later this week. A few more small nitpicks, I guess. The Springsteen Deliver Me From Nowhere movie. I just think it was too tonally focused. You know, it's a movie about Bruce Springsteen. I get they're not living his whole life, only in the Nebraska phase. But I don't think he was in that movie this entire time. Caught stealing. I had a lot of problems with this movie. Talked about it in my review, but I didn't like a detective character. It was a badly written character. Avatar 3. Spoilers ahead for Avatar 3, but I didn't like that they gave Awa a face, you know? Awa represents Mother Nature and all that, but they just had to do that. I think I have one more. Fantastic Four, The First Steps. I didn't like the climax. It felt a little anticlimactic, but yeah, that's it. These are still all amazing movies, you know? I could have added a Minecraft movie to this list, but it's pretty much all gripes. So these are all good movies. These are all great movies. Maybe except for Caught Stealing, and maybe except for Springsteen. But yeah, let me know if you guys agree or disagree, and comment below.